Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mirror podcast. I'm your host, Kyle David. If you didn't know, now you know. Hey, welcome back to another episode. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe this is TMI, but I'm just wearing some briefs down here. Nothing you needed to know, but I just think it's hilarious when you're on these days when you're on Zooms or you're like, video conferencing, video recording like I am here or whatever, and it's business up top and whatever going on down there. So it's always funny when people can't see that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Hey, this week I want to talk about something that I've had to learn the hard way, and I'm still learning. But I think it's a really valuable thing to think through, talk through, and put into practice in your life. And it's this: you can't do it on your own. That's the thought. And that's what I've done in my life that has not panned out well for me in certain areas. So here's kind of my story. So if you know, I got sober in 2015. I moved from Colorado to Texas with my fiance at the time. And I just threw myself into work as a new addiction. Didn't create community, didn't make a lot of friends, just worked and went home, and we kind of isolated. I isolated. And so when my ex and I broke up in 2016, what I did is I just went internal. I isolated from people and community and activities, and I just worked and I spent time by myself. And what that did is it put me behind. It put me behind career-wise, because I wasn't seeking mentorship or seeking advice or knowledge from other people. It put me behind relationally because I didn't deal with my issues. I kind of just spent time alone and suppressed them and didn't really again do the work to overcome them. And so I just tried to do it all on my own. And what I've learned now in 2023, right, years removed from that, is that you will be so much further ahead in any area of your life if you just ask for help. And not even ask for help. That's probably too strong of a statement. Just be around other people, right? Just be around other people. You can't do life on your own. Like, we literally weren't created to do that. If you're a Christian or you believe in the Bible like I do, it literally says over and over that we were not meant to live life alone. Like, that literally is the opposite of the design. So if you are in isolation or living life alone, I have a lot of compassion for you. Also know that there's no way out on your own, right? There just isn't, right? We were designed, again, to be in community with other people and to be servants who help other people when they need it, and also to let other people help us when we need it. And it's probably one of the largest lessons in my life that I've learned over the past few years is you can't do it on your own, right? Like, in my career and business, I recently had a conversation about this. The biggest thing that's held me back from having the success I want in business is trying to do it on my own, not finding mentors, not putting myself around people that have what I want or have been where I've been or had the experiences that I need to learn from. It's slowed me down so much by not doing it. And on the other hand, it's speeding me up so much now that I do it. I literally had a call yesterday with a mentor friend of mine who is just incredible. He's had a ton of success in life, in business, personally. He's very wise. And getting to meet with him even once or once a month or every other month is so beneficial, because I just learn so much by asking questions, putting myself around people that are further ahead of me, and not trying to do it on my own. Same with health or fitness or whatever, right? The best thing I've done for my health is learn from other people on how to achieve the health goals that I want to achieve. If I was still going at it on my own, who knows where I'd be on my health journey, right? But I've sought out people, information, and found the people that have what I want, and I'm learning from them. Relationally, it's the same way, right? Like, you can only grow so much just in an echo chamber of your own mind. But if you allow other people in to give you wisdom and advice and share their experiences, you can speed up your growth as a person, as a professional, again, in your health or fitness journey. All of that goes back to the idea that I started with, is you can't do it alone. You can't achieve the life that you want or find the fulfillment in life that you want by just trying to figure it out on your own. No one's ever done it, and no one ever will. And I think of it kind of like through this lens. Go with me here. Imagine, right? A lot of most wealthy or rich people, reach back or make the statements of like, hey, money can't make you happy, right? It can't make you happy. Successful, rich, wealthy people, whatever, will say, hey, money can't make you happy, right? They say it over and over. They've done it, they've achieved it, and they've realized that money is not the key to happiness and it can't make you happy. And yet, so many of us are still chasing money to make us happy, as if somehow we need to figure it out for ourselves and we don't trust the people that have already experienced it. And I think it's the same with this idea of you can't do it alone. We still isolate and don't lean into other people and don't ask for help and don't seek wisdom, because as much as we know in our heads we can't do it alone, we still somehow internally think we can. But we know we can't deep down inside. Just like we know deep down inside money doesn't make us happy because we've heard from others that have had it and not become happy. And it makes logical sense, right? That just having more money wouldn't make you internally happy. Yet we still try to do it. And again, it's the same thing with not trying to go at life alone. We know it, right? Like logically, no one probably listening or watching would disagree that, yeah, it's probably better and wiser to not go at life alone and to loop other people in and to learn from them and to seek wisdom and knowledge. But yet so many of us, again, me, guilty as charged, try to still go at life alone as if we'll somehow be the one person ever to figure out all of the things that we need in life by ourselves. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's counterintuitive, but that just shows you how powerful our own mind and our own thoughts are, where we can convince ourselves that we'll be the one person to ever exist that will accomplish X, Y, or Z, and that we'll be able to figure out life and create a fulfilling life just doing it by ourselves. No one's ever done it. No one ever will do it. And you and I will not be the ones to change that. So I'm just going to leave that right there. But I've realized that there's no original thoughts, right? Like you're not going to find something new or something that no one's ever done before on your own. But you can find anything that you want, whether it's a healthy relationship, a family, a different mindset, a different career path, success in your career, anything that you're imagining or that you want or that you dream of, someone's done it. And so the key there is to just find the people that have done it and get the wisdom and the learnings and the knowledge from them. Because by the time you actually experience those things for yourself, if you don't go seek them out, it may be too late. It may take you decades. Why would you not just go get the information and be around the people that can help you get to where you want to go? Why would you try to do it on your own? And I'm asking myself too, because like I said, I've done it and I still am not the best at seeking out others to help me. But I know it's right because I've experienced not being able to do it on my own. So that's where my head's at today. I don't have all the answers, but I do know, again, from years of isolation experience, that you will accelerate your life, your fulfillment, your happiness, your success in whatever area by just not trying to go about it alone and looping in other people and finding other people. And hear me, this needs to be stated. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. That's probably why we don't do it, is because it's uncomfortable. We don't want to get out of our shell or the nice little isolated life that we've built for ourselves. We're comfortable. And if you know anything about comfort, it is the enemy. The enemy of growth and achieving the fulfillments that you want in life, the enemy of that is comfort. It's not luxury, it's comfort. It's just being comfortable with where you're at and not being willing to do the next thing that's uncomfortable, that's actually the thing you know you should do. Right? We all kind of know in each area of our life that there's some tweaks and things we should do differently, but the majority of the time we don't do them because it's uncomfortable. And I won't go down that whole rabbit hole today, But comfort is the enemy of fulfillment. Comfort is the enemy of success. Comfort is the enemy of everything that you actually want in life, that you actually want. In the moment, you want the comfort. But if you were to dig deep down, you want more than that. And you kind of know that you're doing the right thing by just seeking comfort and not doing the uncomfortable things that are the right things that you know. You kind of know it. You really know it. But you're just choosing the in the moment comfort because you aren't willing to do the uncomfortable. You aren't willing to go seek out those people. You aren't willing to get out of your shell a little bit and be uncomfortable. You aren't willing to risk it again in a relationship. You aren't willing to do the hard work to advance your career. You aren't willing. And again, that's a whole nother podcast is, are we willing to do the things that actually line up with what we say we want, right? A lot of us have these dreams and goals and visions for our lives that we'd paint the picture of for other people, but our actions and our habits and our day-to-day don't map to that in any way. And again, I've been there, guilty as charged, right? But we have to be willing to get uncomfortable and not go at life alone if we actually want the things out of life that we say we do. You're not going to be able to get them on your own. And if you do, it'll take you most of your life and you'll be gone by the time you can actually like reap the rewards of what you want. So I say all that to say, loop in other people in your life, get uncomfortable, seek out friends, mentors, community, people that have done the things that you want, people that have achieved the things that you want, people that have the relationships you want. Seek them out and loop in other people. The more you go at life alone, the more depressing it is, and the further away you are from the life you actually want anyways. So it's a lose, 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 if that's a thing. So again, like I said, I'm learning this. I'm on the journey. I'm still in the process of looping more people into my life. So don't hear me preaching at you. I am preaching to myself as well. I'm with you. But I know it's right, and I've experienced the benefits of looping other people into areas of my life to help me, to make me uncomfortable, and to help me get moving and growing towards the things I actually want. The life that you want is on the other side of hard and the other side of uncomfortable. There's a fact. So I hope that you this week think through the areas of your life that aren't where you want them to be, and then think through, do I know anyone there that could help me, that I could get around? Or if not, go seek them out. The internet is rich with people who have experienced the things that you want and that you're seeking in life, and find a way to get around people that can help you, listen to you, give you wisdom, give you direction, give you advice, and pour into you, the person. And the biggest benefit of that is really not even getting where you want to go. It's doing life with people and building relationships that will sustain you from an internal perspective. So thanks for listening. I'll be back next week with another episode of Inside the Mirror Podcast. Adios.